Hi friends, welcome to Alpha Studies YouTube channel. This is part 17 in Azure Synapse Analytics playlist. In this video, we are going to discuss about CTAS, that means create table as select with Azure Synapse SQL in Synapse Analytics. So the main agenda is what is this CTAS, we should know that, and also how to create it or work with it, and then the difference between select into versus this CTAS also going to be discussed in this video. Okay, so first let's understand what is this CTAS, that means create table as select. So if you haven't seen my previous videos in this playlist, please watch them because all these videos are in sequential order. They will help you to understand the concept very clear. So in our past video we have discussed about CETAS, that means create external table as select, and this video is CTAS, that means create table as select. So what we are going to do with this is, so this is using this CTAS, actually you can create a table from the output of the select query, and this is actually most important feature in the T-SQL. Okay, so if you want to, well, for example, if you have a select query which will return some output, right? So this output, whatever the output of this select query, if you want to save that entire output as a table, it's not an external table, it's a table. Okay, so in this case you should be using CTAS. Okay, and this CTAS is a way to create and insert data into table using single command, right? Because using this CTAS command, you are trying to take this output of the select and inserting into one new table. So that means you are creating one table here, and also you are inserting data into that table. So both the things is happening using this single command. So how to practically use it, we are going to see that now first. So let's go to Azure Synapse Analytics. So this is my Azure Synapse Analytics workspace. So if you know, in our past videos under Management Hub SQL pools, we created this dedicated SQL pool. Whenever you create any dedicated SQL pool, it will actually create one database as well under database tab. So this is the database, and under tables folder right now there are no tables, and here we are trying to create a table, right? So create a table means so this is a physical table, right? Your DB should have a storage for that to store it. So this kind of physical tables you can only create under dedicated SQL pool under Synapse Analytics SQL pool databases. So this is the database which came from the Synapse Analytics pool, that means a serverless SQL pool. You see under this database you don't see a tables folder, because this serverless SQL pool database is something like a logical data warehouse, right? We have discussed all this in our past video. So remember one thing, CTAS objects can be created only on the dedicated SQL pool database. Okay, so now for a practical demo, let me open a new table. So let me do one thing, let me close this. Under tables menu, let me select new script, new table. So I am trying to create a new table under tables menu first. So let's say this is employees table. Okay, and employees table has a column of employee ID which is integer, then it has another column called employee name which is going to be nvarchar of 50 maybe. Okay, and then another column may be like gender. Again this is going to be nvarchar of 10 maybe. Okay, so create table and employee table with the columns, and using with command I am applying the distribution algorithm logic on top of this table. So I want to have a hash distribution on this table on employee ID column maybe. Okay, and then I am trying to use a clustered column store index. So what is this clustered column store index? We haven't discussed that, we will discuss in our upcoming videos. So this clustered column store index will help you to decide the table structure. Okay, for now just keep that in mind, we will discuss this in our upcoming videos. And in our past videos we have discussed about different types of distribution logics which are available in Synapse, right? You have something called hash distribution, round robin distribution, and one more thing is replicate distribution, right? So please watch the previous videos to know that better. So now let me execute this entire query to create a table first. Once I create a table, under tables folder I should see that table. So let me refresh this tables folder here. I should see my table here. Okay, Let's wait for this tables folder to get refresh here. Great. See, I can see my employees table here created, and also if observe this icon. So whenever you see this kind of icon, this is indicates this table is hash distributed actually. If the table is round robin distribution, the icon will be different. Okay, I will show that in couple of minutes. Don't worry. So we created one table. So now if let me insert some couple of rows into this table. So I have already prepared some insert script for this table to insert couple of rows. So let me execute this insert queries, and then once this insert execution completes, what I am going to do, I am going to execute select star from this table. Okay, so let me copy my table name here and let me paste it here, and let me execute the select query to make sure whether we are getting rows from my table properly or not. If you see, so my employee table has 3 rows and 3 columns, so everything is fine. Now let me remove all this script here. So now what I want to do, whatever the output of this select, right, so on top of that output I want to create a new table, and I want to load the entire output data or insert the entire output data into that new table. So for that, as I said, you can create table as select. So how to do that? If you want to know the syntax, here it is already there, right? So you should use create table, then your new table name with keyword. You can define the distribution, what distribution you want, and the table structure also, like table structure type index also you can define, and as keyword, and then here your entire select query. So whatever the output of this select query will go and insert into this new table. So this new table will be created, and the output of the select query will get insert into that new table. So this is what we are going to do. So what I am going to do, I am going to do the same thing. So create table. Okay, so I am going to give my table name as maybe dbo dot employees new. Okay, uh, with keyword, and inside the with keyword I can define my distribution also. So for example, this employees table has the hash distribution, right? Previously we created this using a hash distribution, right? How to know whether what type of distribution it has? Either you can see the icon here, or select the table, right click, new script, select this create. So this will create a this will generate a create script for the table, and inside that script you can see what type of distribution it is available. You can see this table has a hash distribution. Okay, so now let's come back here. So here using this ctas create table as a select, here under with command you can actually define your distribution. So if you want to change the distribution of your newly created table to something else, you can do that. So maybe I want to change this to same thing hash. If you want to keep it same hash, you can keep it, and this time this hash distribution, but I want this hash distribution, see here in my past table hash distribution with the employee id column, right? So but this time maybe I want this hash distribution on employee name column, let's assume. Okay, so there is a column called employee name, right? So I want this hash distribution should be on the employee name column in the new table which is going to be created as part of ctas. So here then as keyword. Okay, and you can also define your column store type, like column clustered, sorry, let me copy this from here. So let me copy, so I can define this table structure type as well. So I am defining it clustered column store index type. Okay, so let me execute this entire query, and let's see whether this new table will get created or not. And also this new table should have a hash distribution with employee name column, and this new table should have all the three rows as well. So let me run this query and see whether that will happen or not. So let's wait for this query execution to complete here. Query executed successfully. Now let's go to tables and let's refresh this tables folder. Now if I go inside these tables, I can see employees new table, and also you can see this distribution is right. See the same icon, that means this is the hash distribution only. So let me create a new script file with create script here on this new table to make sure what type of distribution it created and everything. So see, it is a hash distribution with employee name column. So that means I am able to control the distribution type on the newly created table. Okay, so and also let me execute this select query on top of this new table as well to make sure whether we got our rows inserted or not. Let me execute this select query here. Let me minimize this. See, select query executed successfully. I can see my 3 rows came in the new table as well. Okay, so not only this, now what I am going to do, I am going to this script file once again. So let's create another ctas table, create table. This time I am going to name it like employees new one, and this time I want this distribution to be maybe like round robin. So I am trying to use a round robin distribution on the newly created table from the output of the select. Okay, so now let's try to execute this and see whether we actually get the round robin distributed table created or not. So query executed successfully. Let me refresh my tables folder here, and if I go here, you can see this is employees new one table, and the icon is different. So this kind of icon will come for the round robin distribution. So let me click this actions, new script, create, to make sure to see inside the create script of this table. You can see it's a round robin distribution, right? And also let's execute the select query on top of this table as well, to make sure whether our data also get inserted or not. So let me copy the table name here. Let me select this select query and click this run button, and once the query executes successfully, I should see my all 3 rows here. Okay, great. So now let me go back to my presentation. So now you understood what is CTAS, and from the output of the select query how to create a table using this CTAS concept, right? But if you know the SQL better, the same thing can be done using the select into as well, right? Then what is the difference between this select into and CTAS? We have to discuss this one as well. So let me do one thing. So what I mean to is, see, for example, let me remove this entire query, and here I am going to say select star from my dbo.employee table. Okay, dbo.employee table. So this has the 3 rows, right? You already know this. Now from the output of this table, I am going to create a new table using select into command, not using CTAS. So how to do that? What I can do here, select star from this table, right? And here I can write into, maybe I want to create a new table called dbo.employees new to. Okay, so employees new to table is getting created using select into command, not CTAS command. So let me select this entire thing and let me run this, and let's make sure whether this employees new to table will get created or not. So my query executed successfully. Let me refresh my tables folder here, and if I go here, you can see my employees new to table created successfully. But if you closely observe, there is a small difference. From the select output of the employee table, when I created a new table using CTAS, I was able to control this distribution type, right? See, here it is a hash distribution, here it is a round robin distribution. Whatever the distribution I defined, so those distributions only it created, and we have seen here also, right? So in the script of this newly created tables, we can clearly see that. So whatever the distribution we defined, that distribution only it created. But in case of select into, whatever the new table you created from the output of the select, it always creates with the default distribution, which is round robin. So you cannot actually control the distribution type or the table structure type using select into. Okay, so it is going to always create a round robin type, irrespective of whatever the distribution you have in the table. It won't care, it will always create the same distribution, and it will always create the default round robin type of distribution. The same point I have mentioned here, select into does not allow you to change their distribution method or the index types. It is always going to create a default distribution type called round robin. Okay, you cannot actually control. But in case of CTAS, you can control your distribution type. Okay, and also you can control your table structure type. That means what kind of index and all also you can control. This clustered column store index and all, right? This value also you can control, but we don't know about what is this clustered column store index at this moment, so I'm not touching that. In our upcoming videos we will discuss this, don't worry. Okay, so that is what it is. So select into syntax will be like this: select from this table into the newly table whatever you want to create. Okay, so I hope you understood this video. I hope this will help you in your day-to-day life as well. So thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get the notifications whenever I add videos. Thank you.